Good morning, my beautiful friends. I wanted to share with you today and get this podcast out ASAP because we're just going through the starting stages of cyclone Alfred. And I know so many people at the moment are feeling a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of worry, a lot of doubt, which is so normal. Like I've been going through waves of that myself. And I wanted to, share with you a few things that have helped me, but also as much as I have done a lot of these spiritual rituals, I'm still like up and down. I still get caught up in the fear and then I'm calm and then caught up in the fear. It's like this kind of, ebb and flow of emotions at the moment, as I have no doubt you're all going through the same thing. So I have had so many messages, like out of control amount of messages. It just really, highlights for me the love and compassion and genuine care from people in my community. Really beautiful messages which have, highlighted just the concern that a lot of people are having for each other out there at the moment. And some of these messages have been so lovely, but also there's been some that have kind of put the fear in me a little bit too. People saying, are you evacuating? My mum messaged me last night and she's like, you can still come to our house, and because she's a little bit more inland. Let me show you where I am. For those of you that don't know, if you are watching on YouTube, you'll be able to see, but I'm just going to swing this camera around. I'm in my trackies, real cash, really cash today. But if you can see, let me try and, there we go. So we are right on the, it's going to get a bit windy out here. We are right on the waterfront. Absolutely spectacular views. So beautiful, but also so open to the elements, right? So open to Mother Nature's, excuse my chest there as I line this back up again. But yeah, open to Mother Nature in all her glory. So I have been going through these feelings of feeling really safe, really grounded, really calm. And then I would jump on social media and I would see so everything that you jump on social media at the moment is all around the cyclone, all around people panic buying, people running out of stuff, the news, the media. And I'm not one to really, watch it all the time. But I think I'm kind of hovering between this balance of, because I'm very easygoing, very go with the flow, everything will be fine. I just trust in divine timing. I trust in what's meant to happen will happen, but also I don't want to be naive and stupid at the same time and be unprepared as well. So I'm checking in to see what's happening, to see what people are recommending, experts are recommending that we do. But what I'm finding is I'm kind of tipping the scales every now and then. The fear will take over, and all of a sudden I'm panicking, and I'm saying to Tom, have we done this? Do you think we should board up the windows? Some people are taping their windows, some people aren't. You read conflicting advice as well. And, I'm saying, we need to do this, we need to do that. And he's like, Lise, calm the fuck down. I'm like, I know, you're right. He's very, very calm and he's the kind of person you want around in an emergency. He's amazing. But also, and he said to me, he goes, get off social media. I said, I know, because when I actually get on that, it just tips me over the edge of seeing what everybody else is doing and saying, and it gets you consumed by the fear, the news, the what people's comments are on certain forums and things like that. It kind of gets you stuck in that energy of, oh my God. So I can go from feeling everything's going to be fine, everything's going to be safe, to then next minute visualizing flooding coming through the house. We're going to be sitting on our rooftop, roofs ripping off, and all these are a possibility, right? But and I sort of hover between it's okay, and then these pictures of what could potentially happen. The winds, we're very exposed to the southeasterly winds on the Broadwater out here. So then I kind of get in this fear of what happens, with the winds that are going to come through. What happens with my big tree out the front? Everything escalates, and then I have to bring myself back into that state of calm. So why I'm telling you that is I'm not, super chilled, super calm, super perfect all the time. All my rituals do make me, all the rituals that I do all the time make me immune to this stuff. No, I'm human too. And I have these moments where I go, holy shit, I'm actually a bit freaked out and I'm actually a little bit frightened. And so this morning I decided, actually, let me take you back a couple of days. So 2 days ago, I went out for, this was, Wednesday morning before I was about to go to the studio. And I went for my walk, and I was thinking about everything that people are saying that's coming our way, and the 100 and something kilometer winds and everything. And a couple of days before that, I asked for an eagle feather. I don't know why. I love eagles. We get so many of them out here, these beautiful big birds of prey. And I thought, gee, it'd be really cool to like see an eagle feather and pick one up one day. And then forgot about that thought. I thought that out of my walk. So Wednesday, 2 days ago, yes, 2 days ago, I went out for to walk the dogs. Before I went out for my walk, I was checking I was on social media, which I really don't like doing first thing in the morning, but I was checking what's going on, and I saw like a post come up, like if you get a message from this number, it's like from the government, pay attention, and it was like something 444, and I'm like, okay, because I know 4s are a message that you're divinely guided. I'm like, okay, I'll take the message, not the big warning that was at top. I'm going to take the message of all the 4s that I'm divinely guided. Go out for my walk, and you know where this is going, sure enough, I just walked on an eagle feather, like just in front of me. I picked up this feather. It was huge, all the browns and whites. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's a feather from like an eagle. Because I've looked it up and checked, and it's the same from what I've seen before, like on those feathers that they give you with the abalone shells to use with your sage. And I'm like, wow, that's amazing. And I brought that home, and we got the big tree out the front. So I took my feather and I popped it. I just buried it deep down, still sticking up on top of the ground, but then I buried it down so that I've just asked for protection, and I put it in front of the tree roots, and I just asked for God, Spirit, Universe, Source to please protect our home, to please protect our property, and keep us safe. I get in the car and I go to work, and then turn on the car, and Robbie Williams' song Angels comes on. I'm like, okay, thank you. I'm divinely guided. I needed that little message to kind of keep me feeling calm and keep me feeling a little bit, I guess, just back in that energy of calming my nervous system, of everything's going to be okay. Went to work and everything, got home, like noticed that people are starting to panic buy, the fear's kind of hitting the fan again. But it's kind of sensible, talking to Tom, and let's just prepare what we can. So we're preparing. And then the last couple, like last night, the messages are getting stronger and stronger as this cyclone is approaching. And I found myself scrolling so much yesterday. And I really just went from a place of just real fear. And fear, should we evacuate? Should we stay put? Like all the things. And everybody, the police come around, door knocking, and just saying, you're not in the evacuation zone, like it's okay, but we're just checking numbers, who's staying, who's going. Pretty much majority of the community are staying, which I felt comfortable in knowing. But I still went to bed feeling that little bit of you question your decisions, right? You question your decisions as to what should we do? Do we stay? Do we go? Do we sandbag? Like all the things are going through your head. So I woke up this morning, and Tom gave me a little pep talk last night. He told me off. He's like, get off that stuff. And then I woke up this morning and I thought, no, I just really need to get back on board with my spiritual practices today. And I pulled a couple of cards. I'm not going to read them all out to you, but I pulled like 4 decks of cards. And one of them says that I am miraculous. My prayers create powerful channels of possibility. Another one I pulled was around the heart transmission. Your heart is capable not only of giving and receiving love, but of connecting you to a great network of beings that resonate in the highest frequencies of divine love. You can receive information and guidance from networks of light that fill the universe. And it talks about like, you shall affect humanity in a loving way, influencing the collective rather than allowing the lower frequencies of the collective to overwhelm you. I'm like, oh my gosh, I really, really needed to hear that. And that's what I want to remind you of as well, is to not get consumed by the fear, not get consumed by the darkness, because this is what I pulled in another card as well in my Earth Warrior deck, which was out of the darkness the light is born. It talks about like the light is powerful enough to survive exposure to the darker side of humanity and remain pure. And that's what's happening. That fear and that darker side of humanity, which we all have at times, is starting to take hold and get a grip on everybody. And it says that in this, her message is that you are able to do a lot of good in this world, and the Divine Mother will assist you with your purpose so that you succeed, but you must take action. And it was in that moment, allow the light of the Spirit into your soul so that you never again feel that you're doing anything on your own. It was in that moment I thought, you need to get on, take action, get on and just share with your community. And the other card that I pulled was seclusion. And it says it's time for some quiet time away from outside others in the outside world. But what got me here as well says, this card may be indicating that your guides and angels want you to stay home, which was good. But also, anyway, it was in here somewhere about being sure to turn off the TV, turn off the phone, get disconnected and just come into that energy of seclusion. And I'm like, thank you. I needed that message as well, just to kind of get out of the fear of what everybody is exaggerating. Not exaggerate, I shouldn't use the word exaggerating, but everybody is just amplifying because we're all feeling just so uncertain. And so I want to share with you this morning a couple of things that I did. I had a few people in the studio in class yesterday. I'm like, how's the energy feeling? And checked in with everybody. And a few people said, I'm actually feeling really anxious, and I'm actually feeling really quite nervous. You know, I might have trees around me, or just unsure with what's coming. And so I got the whole class to, it was a Pilates class, and I said, okay, let's start in child's pose instead. And let's really ground for a while. And we spent a few moments, probably a little bit longer than I usually would, in a Pilates class, just grounding and coming back into our breath. So a couple of things that you can do, which is just going to help calm your nervous system. You can simply take your hands on your belly and close down your eyes and just take some really nice, slow, deep breaths. And as you breathe in and exhale, just feeling your body start to soften, feeling your body start to release the tension, feeling your body start to calm. And just repeating the mantra, this is around your root chakra, your sacral chakra, which is your sense of safety. It's just repeating the mantra, I'm safe. And as you breathe in, just feeling that breath of safety. Breathing in and out. I am safe. I'm safe. For as long as you need. I'm going to fast forward that at the moment while I'm sharing with you. Or I'll be here all day. I could take you through a whole 20-minute ritual, but this is something that you can do after you turn this off, okay? Then you can take your hands up to your heart space. And again, breathing into your heart. Feeling your chest expand on the inhale, feeling your chest soften on the exhale. And just repeating the mantra, I'm loved. I am love. I'm loved, and just feeling that energy of love. Love for yourself, love for people, love for your community, love for your home. Just feeling that energy of love and gratitude. Maybe even reflecting on what you're grateful for. And again, spend a bit of time after the podcast doing this, taking as long as you need. Then you can take your hands in prayer, taking your hands up to your third eye, and just visualizing this light coming in and streaming down your body, whether it's gold light, white light, and just feeling this energy of light and love. And just this sense of the divine, there's something else out there bigger than you, and just repeating the mantra, I'm divinely guided and protected. I'm divinely guided and protected. And you can use any words that resonate with you. They don't have to be those words. You choose what words resonate for you. And just repeating those mantras. You may wish to then take your hands down to your lap. And just sitting in the energy of breath. As you breathe in, just feeling like your ribs expand, your lungs expand, your chest and abdomen expand. And as you breathe out, just breathing out tension, breathing out fear, breathing out worry, breathing out doubt. And you can sit in this for as long as feels good for you. There's some beautiful, if you go onto my Spotify, if you go to Spotify and look up Lisa Everding as one word, there's some beautiful playlists in there. Pick a yoga playlist, there's a nice soulful stretching playlist, and you can just pick some nice music from any of those playlists and play them around your home, or just play it for a moment. We don't want to use up too much of our battery as you come into this energy of feeling peace and calm. The other thing that I did this morning, just going back on that, so you could do that. You might like to get into certain positions. So you might like to lay on your back. You might like to come into child's pose. You might like to light some candles, or just kind of helping your environment feel really lovely and calm. The other thing that I did this morning is I've got this beautiful abalone shell. I get these from Sammy, our yoga teacher from Sacred Natural Health. She sells these on her website, and she's a naturopath and yoga teacher and Reiki healer. And I pulled out my Palo Santo. Palo Santo is used, it's an energetic cleanser, but the difference with Palo Santo is it's used to transmute, say, negative into positive, say, dark into light, fear and doubt into hope and faith. So it's used to help really transmute those energies. It's my mum calling on the phone. God love her. I'll give her a quick call back in a moment. So I was using the Palo Santo this morning. So what I did, you can use Palo Santo, you can use just your hands, or you can just sit there and just visualize whatever you have. You can use sticks of incense if that feels okay for you. But what I did is I used the Palo Santo this morning. I called in God, love, source, universe, and I imagine like this spiral as I'm breathing in the smoke from the Palo Santo. It's so beautiful. It's calming for your nervous system. I'm breathing it in. I'm visualizing that energy pouring all the way down, that light pouring all the way down to my root chakra, and then my root chakra, like I imagine like a root coming from, like a tree root coming from me down into Mother Earth. So I'm visualizing the light coming from God, source, universe, heavens above, the divine, a bigger power, pouring through me and anchoring me into Mother Earth, and then drawing my sage on my hands, or just visualizing like a spiral of energy with my eyes closed all the way back up, connecting me. So I'm just visualizing this beautiful connection from heaven to earth, where earth angels comes from, right? The human experience, and trusting that you're divinely guided by something more powerful than you. And so then what I did was I used the sage, and again, like visualize, not the sage of Palo Santo, I take it in front of me and over to my back in front of me, from my one shoulder to my other shoulder, from one opposing corner to the other corner, and again from the other corner back to behind me, and I spiral around as I'm breathing in this beautiful Palo Santo, and I visualize that's points of my home. And as I'm doing this sequence, I'm asking, please protect my home. Please place archangels on every corner of my home. It can be like I'll sometimes ask for my Ulpa, Tom's dad Paul, angels, guides, archangels to come in and please protect our home. I will then use the sage, and you can do what feels right for you, okay? So don't feel like you have to do what I'm doing. Visualize what feels good for you. And I visualize, I call in light and like a bubble of light and protection around each member of my family. Please protect my husband. Please protect my daughter. Please protect my son. Please protect my son-in-law. Please protect my grandmother, my parents, and go on, my sisters, my nieces, my nephews, in-laws. And I ask for this bubble of protection all around my family. Then I'm visualizing that expanding. Please protect my community. Please protect our community where we live. Please protect my Earthy Angels community. Please protect Southeast Queensland. Please protect. And I'm expanding that energy out and feeling like my energy, this bubble, is getting bigger to ask for protection. And then I bring it back into me. And I ask for whatever it is that I need to ask for. So for instance, this morning, I visualize the tree out the front, and I'm asking, please help anchor the roots of the tree, nice and securely in the ground. Please protect the tree. Please keep the tree safe from falling. Please keep the tree anchored nice and securely. Please protect the trees around the community. And whatever comes up for you, and just calling in light, love, and protection, and just visualizing this love and protection, whether you want to visualize a bubble, a glass box, just a light around people, and I'm just asking for protection. And then you can just say any prayers that you need to. And that was the next thing, sorry. Then I think about the transmuting. So I call in the light, and I say, please transmute. I hold my hand like this just to kind of receive. And I say, please transmute my fear into love. Please transmute my worry into faith. And I just ask what I want to shift, please take away the fear. Please help take away the doubt. Please help take away and give me that feeling of what I want to call in. So all those little things just kind of help ground you. Am I going to stay like that all day? No. There's probably going to be times when the wind picks up or the rain picks up that I'm probably going to feel, as you all are as well, feel that bit of fear again. And I just think, what can we do? We can't control Mother Nature. All we can do is protect our home as best as we can. All we can do is stay open to the lines of communication, follow all the guidance from the government, from the council, from the Weather Bureau, and follow every recommendation that we feel is applicable to our home environment. And we can't control what's about to unfold. Like, this is bigger than us. And so what I do is I just try and hold the faith as best as I can. And I just sit in the energy of I trust. I trust what is unfolding. I trust that I'm divinely protected. I keep repeating those mantras over and over again. I trust I'm protected. I trust I'm protected. And that is all we can do, my friends. Like, we can make a decision. Yes, protect your home as best as you can. All of the logical things that we get told to do, I'm not completely naive to that, and we are taking those precautionary steps, as I know you are too. But then the other thing you can do, you can choose. Do I sit in the fear constantly throughout this whole process, activating, heightening my nervous system, being sick with worry? Or can I choose to go, I'm going to sit in the energy of trust, of faith, of yes, it's going to be uncertain. Yes, there's still going to be times of doubt and worry, but I can calm my nervous system as best as I can. I can ask for protection as best as I can. I can ask for us to be safe. That's the only thing, as in my opinion, is that we can actually, that is in our control, is how we react. We don't know what's going to happen. It might fizzle. The other thing I've been asking for, and I have been, I guess, visualizing. I did a really trippy meditation this morning, and I'm just kind of visualizing like the surf and the storm and what's going on out there to dissipate out to sea, to what's the word, like to lessen the intensity as it comes closer to shore. And I'm just praying, like, can it, the media is saying all of these things, but can it actually, it's not necessarily always true. They have to say what is in order to cover their butts, to protect us as best as they can. And so sometimes they may, I don't know if they're exaggerating in this situation, like there's definitely something out there that's coming, but they have to also make sure that we're prepared and make sure that they've done absolutely everything that they can. But also, like, negative news sells, right? And the hype definitely sells, and it keeps people watching. So yes, be informed, but don't sit in that the whole time. And the more of us in this collective energy that are holding the faith, the more of us that are helping visualize, whether it's pushed out to sea, whether it calms as it comes closer to the shore, the more of us that sit in this universal energy of love, of faith, of protection, of hope, of light, it's just going to help. It's going to help us feel better. It's going to help project this energy out into the collective. It's still a very strong force that we're dealing with Mother Nature. But that is all we can do, my friends, is just really sit in that energy of love and faith and hope, and what we can do to calm ourselves. Because remembering too, like, we are the leaders of the household. Kids feed off our energy. Our pets feed off our energy. People we speak to feed off our energy. And like, I know I feed off my mum's energy, and people that are messaging me, they're just wanting the best for all of us. But I sense their nerves and I sense their uncertainty, and it makes me feel really anxious and really worried as well. So I go, okay, I can do what I can do for me, and I can help project that energy out to my family as well. So as leaders of the home, well, that's something that you can do for your family. You can try and calm, your nervous system. You can try and breathe and ground, do calming things like with your children as best as we can, like board games, all those things that we can do. Again, every household is going to be different. We're not sure what we're going to be faced with. And I know, like there are going to be heightened nerves when the winds pick up, when the rain picks up, when the storm kind of picks up, and as best as we can to try and calm that energy for our household and keep holding the faith, and maybe journaling, maybe writing down all the things that you want to ask for. Write it down, journal it, visualize it, say it in your mind's eye, whatever feels good for you, but just knowing that we are a very powerful force as well, that the collective we can come together and pray in hope and pray in safety for one another, or we can all choose to sit in the fear. That's how I'm looking at it anyway. So I just wanted to share that with you, but I also want to send every single one of you so much love, so much light, so much protection, so much strength. And I'm thinking of all of you as much as you're thinking of all of me. I'm grateful for the messages. I'm grateful for the concern, but just send those beautiful messages through your mind's eye out to other people, sending them light and love and protection as well. And also just sending messages out to Mother Nature of light and love and protection, and just coming back to that calm feeling of strength and of faith. And that's all we can do, my friends. So I really want to send you the most light and love that I possibly can. I was feeling it in my hands this morning with my energy as I was sending it out to all of you. I hope you feel that through listening to this. I hope it helps calm your nervous system. Remember the power of breath. We can't go outside and ground today, but remember the power of using hands for breath. Remember the power of coming into certain yoga positions that we've done in the studio, child's pose if you need to, or just sitting down with your eyes closed and just breathing. Use all the tools that you have learned along the way that I know are going to help you. So sending you so much love, and we will all get through this, and I will chat with you very, very soon, angels. Bye.